Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Data Science Jellyfish. I'm Jelly, and I'm going to be taking you through your third Tableau tutorial on donut charts. Now, if you've missed our first video in the Tableau series, that took you through how to sign up for a free 2-week trial on Tableau. You can just go to tableau.com and sign up for your free online trial, and you can either use Tableau Online or Tableau Desktop. This demo, I'm going to be using Tableau Desktop, but you can use either or. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's open up Tableau. So once we get to Tableau, I'm going to go ahead and name this sheet Donut Chart. And pretty much in Tableau, what a donut chart is a smaller pie chart that sits inside a bigger pie chart, okay? So in order to create a pie chart in our marks panel here, I'm going to hit the drop down and I'm going to hit pie. And then I'm going to create a calculated field on where I want my pie chart to actually sit in my view. So I can either go to analysis and then create calculated field, or I can hit this arrow on the left-hand pane and hit create calculated field. And I'm just going to call this 0 x-axis, and I'm just going to put a 0 there. And notice that once I create that calculated field, it comes on my left-hand side in the actual data pane. So I'm going to drag that to rows. And as soon as I do, since my marks are switched to a pie chart, I see my pie chart appear. So let's go up here and let's fit entire view. And then I'm going to add another x-axis. So now I can have two pie charts. Keep in mind what I said is that a donut chart is your bigger pie chart, which is a smaller pie chart in the middle. So over here, my marks pane now looks different. It has an all, it has a middle pie chart, and then it has a last pie chart. So all is going to change both of these circles in my pane. Okay, if I click the middle pie chart, it's only going to change the top circle. So say, for instance, I wanted my outside pie chart to be fairly big, which I do. And if I change the bottom one, it's going to only affect that last pie chart that I have. Okay. So now, since we know about our marks pane, let's go back up to our rows pane, right click on the second 0 x-axis, and let's change this to a dual axis. So now I have my bottom circle that moved up on top of my bigger circle. And if you hover over it, you can see exactly where it lays. Now, since I want a donut chart, I want to change this to white. So let's hit this down. Let's go to color. Let's change that to white. And now I see my donut chart coming into full effect. And I'm also going to make the white a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to go and click the middle pie chart in my marks pane, and I want to add some things to this pie chart. So say, for instance, I want to look at sales by segment. I'm going to put sales on color. And as soon as I do, you see that my segment here has consumer, corporate, home office. And then I'm going to add sales to angle. And that's going to change the angle based off of how many sales I made by segment. I can also add sales to text. And that's going to put the sales as a whole number next to each one of my pieces of my pie or pieces of my donut chart. Now, notice when I hover over this, I get this like 0 x-axis that comes in my tooltip. Keep in mind that the box that pops out is called your tooltip. So I'm going to go to tooltip, and I'm still in this middle pie chart underneath my marks pane. And I'm going to delete that 0 x-axis out of my tooltip and hit OK. And now it went away. Notice if I hover in the middle, that's also something coming in my tooltip. So I'm going to get rid of that on the bottom circle. And there you have it. That goes away. Now, what if I actually wanted the percentage and not the actual number of sales, right? Or I want both. So let's see what it looks like when we do both. So I can drag sales to text again. And here, instead of a measure, I could do quick table calculation and do percent of total. And now I have the percentage of sales by segment, okay? Now, what if I wanted the total sales to sit in the middle of my circle, right? So I can go and I can get sales and add that to label. And under label, I can hit these 3 dots and I can say total sale quantity. And let's say that we want to bold that total, make it a little bit bigger. There we have it, right? So I can actually do that and say, for instance, I like this on 2 separate rows. So let's do it that way. And I've sold about 2.3 million sales, and 50% of those sales is going to my consumer market. And that's awesome. Let me right click on my x-axis and unclick show header, right? So it can take that header away because I don't want to see that 0 axis. And there we have made our first donut chart. So thank you for tuning in to Data Science Jellyfish. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for our next Tableau for Beginners video. Thank you. Have a great day.